Do you think you know everything about Norway? Think again. From its breathtaking fjords to its fascinating culture, Norway is full of surprises. Yes, it is home to some of the most spectacular landscapes in Europe, but there's more to Norway than its stunning scenery. So get ready to be amazed as we unveil 10 shocking facts about Norway that will change the way you see this Scandinavian treasure. You want to stick around till the end to discover why Norway is not just another beautiful destination, but a land full of intriguing surprises. Let's begin. Fact 1. Norwegians only eat tacos on Friday. So here's a fun fact about Norway. Norwegians have a unique tradition called taco fredag, which translates to Taco Friday. It's a big deal over there. This tradition started in the 90s when tacos became a popular and exotic choice for Friday dinners. It's like their way of celebrating the end of the work week and getting ready for the weekend. Plus, it's a fun meal that families, especially kids, love because you can assemble your tacos at the table, making it interactive and social. Surprisingly, 44% of Norwegians eat tacos at least once a week, mostly on Fridays, but also on other weekdays. Imagine having a taco party every Friday. Sounds like a delicious tradition. Fact 2. Norway knighted a king penguin. Now this is a story that's both heartwarming and quirky. Meet Major General Sir Niels Olav III, a king penguin who lives in Edinburgh Zoo, Scotland. What's so special about Sir Niels? Well, he's the mascot and colonel-in-chief of the Norwegian King's Guard. Yes, you heard that right. A penguin in Scotland is a high-ranking officer in the Norwegian Army. Sir Niels Olav III has quite the military career, starting in 1972 and rising through the ranks. In 2008, he received a truly unique honor. He was knighted by King Harald V of Norway. This made Sir Niels the first penguin ever to receive such a title in the Norwegian Army. It's a quirky tradition that shows Norway's playful side and adds a touch of whimsy to their military history. Fact 3. In Norway, there are 2 official forms of written language. So here's an interesting tidbit about Norway. They have not 1, but 2 official written languages. Bokmål, which translates to book tongue, is kind of like a Norwegianized version of Danish. On the other hand, Nynorsk, meaning New Norwegian, is based more on Norwegian dialects and was developed as a puristic opposition to Danish influence. These 2 forms of written language came about due to Norway's historical ties with Sweden and Denmark. Over time, as Norway integrated into these countries, there was a growing disconnect between the spoken dialects and the official written language. This led to the establishment of Bokmål and Nynorsk to bridge the gap. Interestingly, the Norwegian Language Council is in charge of regulating both forms and recommends using the terms Norwegian Bokmål and Norwegian Nynorsk when referring to them in English. Fact 4. Every year, the Kingdom of Norway donates a Christmas tree to the UK. Every year since 1947, Norway has sent a Christmas tree to London's Trafalgar Square as a symbol of gratitude for British support during World War II. It's a gesture that speaks volumes about the enduring friendship between the 2 nations. The tree itself is no ordinary Christmas tree. It's typically a 50 to 60-year-old Norway spruce that stands over 20 meters tall. The tree is carefully selected, cut in Norway, and then transported to the UK by sea, where it arrives in London just in time for the holiday season. The lighting ceremony for the tree in Trafalgar Square is a grand affair, usually held on the first Thursday in December. Thousands of people gather to witness the lighting, which marks the official start of the Christmas festivities in London. The tree remains on display until the 6th of January, serving as a beautiful reminder of the special relationship between Norway and the UK. Fact 5. Norwegians use dice ratings for reviews instead of stars. Imagine a world where instead of giving things stars, you rolled a dice to rate them. Well, in Norway, that's exactly what they do. Norwegians use a unique dice-based rating system to evaluate various things like films, books, and even schoolwork. Here's how it works. Items are rated on a scale from 1 to 6, with 1 being the worst grade and 6 the best. This concept of dice ratings was actually introduced by film critic Arne Skouen in 1952, and it has since become a common practice in Norway. You can find dice ratings in newspapers, magazines, TV shows, and more. Even in schools, grades are given from 1 to 6, reflecting different levels of competence. So, instead of getting a gold star, you might get a 6-sided die for a job well done. This dice rating system is a distinctive aspect of Norwegian culture that sets them apart from other countries that typically use star ratings or thumbs up, thumbs down systems. Fact 6. Norwegians leave porridge for ill-tempered house spirit. Norway has a tradition that might seem a bit strange to outsiders, but it's deeply rooted in their culture. It involves leaving porridge out for a creature called the Nisse, which is a gnome-like guardian spirit that supposedly resides in Norwegian barns. The Nisse is known to be quite ill-tempered, so Norwegians make sure to keep him happy by leaving out a bowl of porridge, especially on Christmas Eve. This act of offering porridge is a way to show respect and ensure good fortune for the household. But here's the catch. The Nisse is very particular about his porridge. He prefers it with a pat of butter on top, and it's essential to follow this custom to maintain harmony and protection within the home. If you neglect to offer this bowl of porridge, you might just find yourself dealing with some misfortune or mischief from the Nisse. Fact 7. Norwegians aim to have babies born before September 1st to secure a spot in kindergarten. The reason behind this strategy lies in the limited availability of kindergarten spots, especially in bustling areas like Oslo. Parents are keenly aware of the competition for these coveted spots and aim to have their babies born before September 1st to secure a spot for the following year. This practice became even more crucial after the Norwegian kindergarten reform of 2008, which further emphasized the importance of birth dates. Children born before September 1st are guaranteed access to kindergarten, while those born later do not have the same rights, creating a rush among parents to time their pregnancies accordingly. Fact 8. Even though Norway is one of the top oil producers in the world, gas is more expensive in Norway than almost anywhere. Now, let's unravel a paradox of sorts. Norway, known as one of the top oil producers in the world, has some of the most expensive gasoline prices globally. Despite its oil wealth, the cost of gas in Norway is remarkably high compared to the world average. As of January 29, 2024, the gasoline price in Norway stood at NOK 21.83 per litre or USD 2.09 per litre, while the world average was USD 1.19 per litre. This significant price difference can be attributed to various factors, including high taxes, environmental policies, and the country's commitment to sustainability. Norway imposes hefty taxes on gasoline to discourage excessive consumption and promote environmentally friendly alternatives. Fact 9. Many Norwegians drive across the border to Sweden to shop. Why? Well, it's all about the prices. Things like groceries, especially meat and alcohol, are way cheaper in Sweden than in Norway. So, Norwegians make the trip to save some serious cash. Plus, Sweden is pretty close to many places in Norway, making it a convenient shopping destination. Once they're there, Norwegians hit up the big supermarkets near the border. They stock up on all sorts of stuff, from candy and liquor to tobacco, sporting goods, and even clothes. It's not just about saving money. It's also a fun way to spend a day and maybe find some unique items that aren't available back home. Fact 10. Norwegians are one of the only people in the world to hunt whales. Unlike most countries, Norwegians still hunt whales, especially minke whales, for food. This tradition goes way back and is a big part of Norwegian culture. Despite what many people think, Norwegians don't hunt whales just for fun. It's an important part of their culinary heritage. They've been doing it for so long that it's become a tradition they're proud of. Even though there's been a lot of controversy and criticism from around the world, Norway is sticking to its guns. They see whale hunting as part of who they are and something they want to keep doing for generations to come. And with that said, we've come to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching and be sure to tune into our next exciting video.